Hi guys, welcome to today's video. For today's video, we are going to go through an article on Bleacher Report because the trade deadline is just around the corner, and there's some small trades happen already, like Quentin Grimes I saw, and then some draft picks being sending around, but nothing big yet. But of course, this could be a generational trade deadline. You know, with all the moves that have already been done, like Luka Doncic, I'm still in shock. Like, my goodness, there came some reports out that the Mavs could even have asked for more, like a Dalton Knecht, like that other first round pick. And yeah, they just ended up not doing it, and it looks very weird. It's still very confusing, to be honest. And yeah, I don't know, man. I watched the Luka Doncic press conference. He does look a little bit beaten up, in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, that's just life. Like, what can he do about it, right? So, guys, we're going through an article called "Lost Minute Targets for Every Team at the 2025 NBA Trade Deadline." This is probably the last trade deadline rumors video I'm going to upload here, because yeah, I've been doing it quite often in the last days, and yeah, so pretty much talked about everything, and let's go through this one. And yeah, if you enjoy my videos, leave a like, subscribe to my channel, it's very much appreciated. So let's go. So we go through all the team: Atlanta Hawks, Kyle Kuzma, John Collins, Marcus Smart. Kyle Kuzma has been very quiet now. Like, he has been in a lot of rumors, so maybe he's not going to get shipped away from Washington. It sure looks like it right now. The Hawks, they have enough forwards: DeAndre Hunter, Jalen Johnson, Dyson Daniels can play there, Bogdanovic can play there, and like others, I'm not even thinking about it right now. John Collins, back to Atlanta. I'm pretty sure that's not going to happen. They didn't part ways in a good way. Marcus Smart from the Grizzlies makes also not too much sense. I mean, Smart is probably looking for a different situation, and the Grizzlies probably as well. Maybe if they could get like a Clint Capella, that would make sense. Marcus Smart for Clint Capella, because the Grizzlies need some centers, and Capella would make a lot of sense. So yeah, I could see that happen. Boston Celtics, Walker Kessler, Daniel Theis, Taj Gibson. Come on, man. Taj Gibson is like 41 years old, man. And I don't think the Boston should trade for him. Daniel Theis, of course, he likes it in Boston. He was a big part of their rotation for many years, and it's just his home, I think, back in the Gordon Hayward days, right? So yeah, that could make some sense, bring him back, but he's also older now, so they can't expect too much for him. And Walker Kessler, that would be crazy. Like, Walker Kessler in a Celtics uniform, imagine. Like, the Celtics would just get better and better and better, and their GM, they should definitely build him like a statue, because yeah, if he's going to be able to pull this off, that's going to be so scary. I'm not sure if they could give him a contract. Maybe Jrue Holiday's contract is out by the time Kessler could resign, so that's interesting. If they could pull this off, that would be fantastic for the Celtics. I would watch a lot of Celtics basketball. Brooklyn Nets, Jonathan Kuminga, I would love them to get him, maybe for Cam Johnson and some other players. Kuminga just needs to be given a fair chance to be the number one or number two guy, and I think he could do that. Like, he would be a great player. Him going to Brooklyn, I love it. Maybe also a team like the Clippers would also be very interesting. Jarvis Walker from the Pacers and future first round picks. Yeah, that's definitely what they want. Cam Johnson, there's some rumors out there that he could be moved for even 2 first round picks, so that would be amazing for them, especially after Doncic just went for 1, which is I just can't let it go, guys. Yeah, it makes some sense. Charlotte Hornets, alright. Cam Thomas, Nikola Jovic, and Keon Ellis. So Keon Ellis makes no sense. I think he could be traded out from Sacramento. It looks like Sacramento is going into a rebuild mode. They're probably trying to ship out Thomas Sabonis and DeMar DeRozan if they have an opportunity to do that. So Keon Ellis to the Hornets makes no sense, because he needs to go to a contender like the Bucks. Would be an amazing fit for him. Cam Thomas, the Brooklyn Nets, I'm not sure if they want to move on from him, because they clearly want to give their young players some good minutes. and just kind of see what they can bring to the team. So I don't think he's going to be traded. So I think he's kind of not available. Nikola Jovic on the other side. I mean, there's been some rumors that maybe Cody Martin. Oh no, he's not even playing with the. Oh, yeah, he is playing with the Charlotte Hornets still. So maybe there's something like this. Jovic for Martins. Maybe, I don't know. Chicago Bulls. Julius Randle. Nick Claxton. Keldon Johnson. So Keldon Johnson. They could have asked for him in the Zach LaVine trade. They didn't. So they got some bad contracts on. Kevin Huerter, Zach Collins. Jay Johnson is a nice point guard for them, but they have a lot of guards right now. I'm not sure if they really are interested in Keldon Johnson. It doesn't make too much sense for me. Nick Claxton, it's kind of like Cam Thomas. I don't think the Nets want to ship out Nick Claxton because they need some young players. And Nick Claxton is still a young player. So I'm not sure what they would want to, in exchange for him. So Julius Randle, tough. To the Chicago Bulls. Where do the Chicago Bulls want to go with their franchise? Like I said, I'm not a big fan of tanking. I think it's kind of a disrespectful way to the sports in general. I mean, if they bring in a good player like Julius Randle, so they would go against tanking. So I'm almost for it, but it also doesn't make too much sense because they should be playing the young guys. So I don't know, man. It doesn't make too much sense for me. I mean, Julius Randle is going to be signing a new contract, I think, in 2 years. So he's definitely looking for a max, and maybe the Bulls would give him that. So I don't think it's too realistic, to be honest. Cleveland Cavaliers, Larry Nance, Chris Boucher, Corey Kispert would be interesting. A good shooter off the bench. I mean, they have Max Strus money. I think they're almost matching the money issue. But I actually think, and call me crazy, I think there's a chance that LeBron James is going to be traded to the Cleveland Cavaliers. I have been saying this since a couple of months, and I don't know, man. It would just fit the legacy from LeBron James going to Cleveland, win another championship. Great coach, great team, and then retire at home team and won 2 championships, right? The last years. One with the Lakers, one with the Cavaliers. So, but Corey Kispert, I also don't mind. I always thought Corey Kispert would also look great in a Denver Nuggets uniform. Dallas Mavericks, Clint Capella, Yusuf Nurkic, Andre Drummond, so they definitely look for some center help, even though they still have Gafford and AD can play there, of course, and Lively. So I'm not sure why this guy comes up with 3 centers, and they're all old centers, so it doesn't make too much sense. Nah, I don't like it. Denver Nuggets, so Vasily Micic from the Hornets, Simone Fontecchio, alright, Andre Drummond, alright, so I really like Simone Fontecchio and Andre Drummond. Those would be some great fits, in my opinion. Andre Drummond, a good backup center for Jokic, and Simone Fontecchio can just provide you with some shooting off the bench. He has been down this year, he's definitely struggling. Tough year for him, but last year he showed us what he can do. So I would like that. And Micic, of course, is a teammate in the Serbian national team from Jokic, like we see here in the picture. So there's definitely some great chemistry there. I don't mind any of these 3 trade candidates. If they could pull out one of them, that would be great. Like I said, Corey Kispert is my wish for them. Detroit Pistons, there's been some Ingram rumors. Anthony Simons, Colin Sexton. So, interesting. So Ingram just makes for me the most sense. We need a good scoring forward. We have Ron Holland there, we have Ausar Thompson, we have Simone Fontecchio, Malik Beasley sometimes playing the 3, Tim Hardaway Jr. there. So we have a good depth, but we don't have that number 1 star player. And Ingram, of course, could definitely be that. And I would love him. I love BI. I think he still has some more potential. He's staying healthy at the moment, and he's just a great basketball player. I know him from interviews that he just wants to get better, and he's watching every day. I don't know if he still does it, but he was watching every day Michael Jordan games just to get better and learn from him every single day. he said in an interview. So I love that mentality. He would fit the Detroit mentality. So yeah, it could also make us go to the next step, right? Kate Cunningham, Brandon Ingram, Jaden Ivey, Jalen Duren. I mean, the fit would be perfect. So I would love that. Simons, we have Jaden Ivey. They're kind of the same player. And the same goes for Saxon. I rather have our eyes on Jaden Ivey. Like once he's healthy and back, let's just give all our energy to him and not bring in another guard. So that's my opinion. Golden State Warriors. Jimmy Butler, Brandon Ingram, Nikola Vucevic. Vucevic makes a lot of sense in my opinion. A good dominant center, big guy, can rebound, can shoot, can do a little bit of everything, and it's just it just fits the timeline as well. So Brandon Ingram doesn't make too much sense. Jimmy Butler has been in a lot of rumors. I don't know, man. I think Jonathan Kuminga would be a player that the Heat are interested in, so I don't mind that. But Butler is old, man, and yeah, he's having a tough year. Of course, not being selected to the All-Star game, and we know that Jimmy is a serious player, especially when it comes to the playoffs. Yeah, but I don't know, it would fit the Steph Curry timeline, but I just think Vucevic as a center fits the team needs better. Houston Rockets. So there's been some rumors that they are only interested in Devin Booker. So in this article they have Kevin Durant, Jimmy Butler, Marcus Smart. Kevin Durant I would not go for, but Jimmy Butler and Marcus Smart make a lot of sense. Yeah, I don't know, they have so many young players and so many draft picks, they could definitely go for a superstar trade. And I don't know, man, I just kind of like what the Rockets are building there. I mean, the team chemistry looks very good, the team leadership looks really good. Fred VanVleet, very underrated year this year. Like, you don't see what he does for the team in the stats, but the way he's orchestrating the offense and gets everybody involved, and even if a role player comes in, he gets him involved immediately, and he's just a good traditional point guard. So I love him actually. And Dylan Brooks as well, you know, like you can hate him, and yeah, he's not the best NBA player of course, but he brings something to the team, like this leadership and energy and just hustling. I wouldn't trade it away, man. I would just keep building around this team, man. Like maybe bring in another role player, a small trade, but I wouldn't go for a superstar, neither Durant, Butler, or Booker. My opinion. I don't know what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section. Indiana Pacers. Cam Johnson, Robert Williams III, Luke Kennard. Cam Johnson would be an amazing fit in Indiana. Probably for Nembhard. They would have to include him, and Nembhard could get a lot of touches in Brooklyn. So yeah, I like that. And Cam Johnson, I'm pretty sure he's looking to get moved. He's been in so many rumors and he's having a great season, one of his best in his career. So it makes too much sense. And him going to Indiana together with Halliburton, Miles Turner, and those guys, Nembhard, not Nembhard, what's his name, Mathurin. I would really like that. Los Angeles Clippers. So what are they going to do? Brandon Ingram, Jeremy Grant, Jordan Clarkson. That would be such a Clipper thing if they go out to get Jeremy Grant. Oh my goodness, that franchise is so crazy. If they would go for Jeremy Grant with his huge contract, with his injury problems, it would just add up to the BS they are doing in the Clippers organization. So yeah, it would not surprise me, but it would be too stupid, man. Very stupid. Brandon Ingram, like I said, I would love it more in Detroit. Jordan Clarkson, sure, why not? Los Angeles Lakers, after the crazy Luka Doncic trade, I mean, just one first round pick. I just can't believe it, man. You got him in his prime. He's just going to get better. I saw him in the press conference. He didn't look fat. I didn't understand that argument from the Mavericks. I don't know, man. So in this scenario, they get Miles Turner, Jonas Valanciunas, Robert Williams. Yeah, I like all of them. They definitely need a starting center now. Right now they're starting with Jackson Hayes, so they definitely need a chance there. Or they're just going to put LeBron there. I don't think so. But yeah, I like all of them. I think Miles Turner is a little bit tough to get, so you probably have to sacrifice Austin Reeves to get him. But Jonas Valanciunas and Robert Williams III, they're probably easier to get And yeah, Robert Williams just is the health issues there, but Valanciunas, very good leader, a good center in the NBA, underrated player, can shoot the mid range a little bit, and it's just a good center. I would love to see him in a Knicks uniform, but I wouldn't mind the Lakers neither. So I just want him to get out of Washington because it doesn't make zero sense that he stays there. Memphis Grizzlies, oh my goodness, Jeremy Grant. Cam Johnson, Jeremy Grant, Micic, nah. I say you need a center. Clint Capella, maybe Robert Williams, somebody like that. Miami Heat, alright. So Jonathan Kuminga, like I said, maybe in the Jimmy Butler trade. Julius Randle, alright. So if they would want to go him with Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo, why not? You see, that makes more sense for me than the Chicago Bulls Julius Randle situation. So yeah, I don't mind it. I'm not mad at it. Julius Randle to the Heat, sign me up for it. PJ Washington, he's not for sale, never. Why would the Mavs do that? That is so stupid. Milwaukee Bucks, alright, the Bucks, like I said, Keon Ellis would be a dream destination. I thought Zach LaVine would be an option for them, but yeah, now he's in the Kings uniform. So Milwaukee Bucks, Jimmy Butler, Anthony Simons, Jeremy Grant. I mean, now Simons maybe a good shooting guard for them. Yeah, they need some young, quick players who can shoot the ball a little bit and some good athleticism, if I can talk correctly. But Jeremy Grant, like, I don't know. If I'm an NBA owner, I just stay away from it. I don't know, man. He was just overpaid and he's under contract for like 2 or 3 more seasons. Nah. Minnesota Timberwolves, Alec Burks, Reggie Jackson, Javonte Green. Some bench players. Reggie Jackson is washed, man. Javonte Green, I guess he's getting some minutes there because of all the injury problems they have, and he's been looking good. Alec Burks, yeah, whatever. New Orleans Pelicans. So they have Anthony Black, Trey Jones, who just got traded to the Bulls, and Isaiah Joe from the OKC Thunder. Joe might be on our way out. He's not having that good of a year like last year. Anthony Black, I mean, what are they giving up to the Magics for? Like maybe DeJounte Murray, but he's hurt. And I know the Magics, they really like Black. You know, he's a good guard, but he can also play some small forward. So nah, I don't think it's too realistic. New York Knicks, here we go. Oh, Corey Kispert, I like. Larry Nance Jr., why not? Julian Champagny. Champagny is another player that the Spurs just completely kept out of the De'Aaron Fox trade for no reason. If I'm the Kings or the Bulls, I'm definitely asking for Champagny. He's still young. He's a good 3-and-D player. Yeah, whatever, man. I didn't understand that. But Corey Kispert to the Knicks, I like it. But like I said, they need a center, in my opinion. A big man, and I think Jonas Valanciunas would be a good answer, or Clint Capella. OKC Thunder, they just keep getting better, right? So Cam Johnson, Kyle Kuzma, and Chris Paul. Chris Paul back to OKC would be nice, but I think that the Spurs, they want to hold on to Chris Paul. He's a good leader. And yeah, just can help Wembanyama, can help Castle, can help Fox. So I would keep on to him. He's on a nice contract as well. But Cam Johnson to the OKC Thunder. The Thunders, they just always find ways to get better. But it's also a little bit expensive now because they also just re-signed Alex Caruso. And have, of course, J-Dub and Holmgren up there as well soon. So yeah, maybe to go all in this year, it would make sense. And maybe next season, and then once they have to re-sign all those guys, then they would probably let him go. So that's a possibility. Kyle Kuzma, nah, that makes no sense to me. Chris Paul, like I said, no. Orlando Magic, so LaMelo Ball, CJ McCollum, Anthony Simons. LaMelo Ball is like almost impossible. Why would the Charlotte Hornets trade that one flashy superstar? Why? Like, LaMelo Ball is the player that the fans come in the arena for, right? Like, he's an entertainer. He's an artist. Like, he's that one player you want to get via draft. So yeah, I don't think that's that makes sense. But of course, we all said that about Luka as well. So maybe I get a little bit over my head at the moment. But yeah, CJ McCollum. No, don't do it, man. Don't do it. Anthony Simons. Yeah. Anthony Simons. I will see some good shooting off the bench, maybe. Or maybe KCP swept there. I don't know. Yeah, Anthony Simons, I can get behind it. But the other ones, I wouldn't do it. Philadelphia 76ers. What the hell? Aldama, Fontecchio, and Ellis. Don't they want more young players? I mean, Keon Ellis is still young. Doesn't make too much sense. Phoenix Suns, Jimmy Butler, Bogdanovic, and Drummond. Yeah, sure, why not? I mean, it all depends on Bradley Beal if he wants to. Yeah, and he's no trade clause, so if he wants to go to Miami, that's a possibility. If not, then he's just set in Phoenix. Yeah. Portland Trail Blazers, Jonathan Kuminga, Jarrett Walker, Osman Dieng. Osman Dieng, I just have a feeling he will end up in Utah. I don't know why I have that feeling, but that's just how I feel. But you know, him going to Portland also makes sense. Just give him a chance and don't play him at a center position. I saw some games from the Thunder which they played him at center, and he's way too soft. He's too skinny. He's just not a center. Jarrett Walker, yeah, why not? Jonathan Kuminga would be amazing if they could pull it off. But what do they have to give the Warriors for it? Jeremy Grant? Sacramento Kings, Valanciunas, Larry Nance Jr., Daniel Theis, just some random names, right? Like the Kings, yeah, I think they're more open to ship out their star players. I think that's the direction they will go. And yeah, so I don't know, maybe a Domas trade will come soon, or DeRozan trade, or Keegan Murray trade even. San Antonio Spurs, of course, just brought in De'Aaron Fox. Jonas Valanciunas, Goga Bitadze, I would love that. Andre Drummond, I would love them to get Goga Bitadze, and then they just have their future backup center behind Wembanyama, or sometimes they can even play together if you put Wemby to the 4 and Goga can play the 5. So yeah, Goga Bitadze to the Spurs, I would love that. That makes too much sense. Toronto Raptors, Nick Claxton, Walker Kessler, DeAndre Ayton. I mean, they have Jakob Poeltl there. Maybe they want to get younger. Then I guess they all make sense. Probably would stay away from Ayton. I would like Ayton in a Pelicans uniform somehow. Walker Kessler is interesting. Nick Claxton. Do you guys really think Walker Kessler is on the trade block? Like, I don't know, man. To be honest, this year I have not watched many Utah Jazz games, but last year he was such a good player for them, and I don't know why they want to ship him out. He's still young. He's like destined to be the next Rudy Gobert, right? So I don't know. Utah Jazz, talking about the Jazz, Jabari Smith Jr., Cam Thomas, Julian Champagny. I can't say too much about it. Jabari, I think, is set in Houston. Cam Thomas as well. Julian Champagny, maybe, but is it worth it? I don't know. And now the Wizards, the last team. Oh, Trey Jones, Cam Whitmore, and a 2025 first round pick. So Trey Jones now, but Cam Whitmore, like, just give him the ball and be the number 1 guy. Imagine how much fun that would be. Like, he could break out for sure. Maybe just needs a different situation, you know. Maybe they would get Kyle Kuzma. I have no idea. Or Jonas Valanciunas back. I think he used to play in Houston once. And yeah, of course, our first round pick 2025. That's a no-brainer. That's definitely what they want. Alright, guys. So that's it for this article. And I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, let me know if you did. And leave me a like, subscribe to my channel. And I love you guys. See you at the next one. Peace.